This is Mark from A.
This is Adam from A, and you are listening to Rhino Radio.
So I got the boys of A, 2000 Trees. How you guys doing?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Eating all your sweets.
He's
So my
just
mouth
got a
is
mouthful
full.
of sweets.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a rumor online that you guys are going for the world record of the longest official comeback reunion. What's going on there? What's in the future of A?
We're the new Kiss, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. We're doing our never-ending last tour. But actually, I was meant to go see Kiss on Tuesday, and I put my back out and couldn't. But it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of pyro.
Lots of pyro.
We haven't got pyro.
Okay.
I think the older you get, the more pyro you need.
Okay, but I heard that you guys have some sort of a connection with Deliveroo. Is that
You will. Well, actually, Jason, our singer, has just changed brand, so I think there may be a bit of a Just Eat tip today.
okay? So that last show that you got on stage with Deliveroo.
Deliveroo, yeah.
So that's not some side show or.
No, we don't want to become some kind of comedy
No,
band. The last thing we
That's the
want.
last thing we need is
So,
Jason to dress as some kind of clown
Yeah.
and where somebody's delivering.
Yeah.
What was great though, we played in Cardiff and Jason was dressed in his Deliveroo outfit. And on the way to the stage, the security guard stopped us and went, oh, where are you going? And told Jason to fuck off. It's like, you're not going to go, thinking he was a delivery driver. He's like, I'm a singer. Really?
True story.
True story.
True story.
So this time he's got some Just Eat stuff,
shtick,
and then
do we
I
call
think Uber Eats in November, just to make sure all three are covered.
Yeah. Making
In
sure
partiality.
no one feels left out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What about new music?
What about
Two
new
songs?
music?
We are writing some new stuff at the moment, which is really exciting. It's taking a while because real life gets in the way and all that, but it's taking a while. But what we're writing at the moment is it sounds ace. We like it.
Yeah.
So I think that's the idea. We can do this tour in November. 20 years from Monkey Kong, which is
20 years.
one of our favourite albums.
You probably weren't even born then.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon. I was there.
Were you?
Okay. Yeah.
Honestly.
Wow.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I was not even breastfeeding back then. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Just going for the baby look, but.
Yeah, 20 years. That's unreal.
It really is. I heard it's 36 years since Top Gun came out. Remember me and you renting that?
And then we formed a band.
Already.
Yeah.
Let's not go there.
No.
But,
Okay, it's scary.
On that side, I mean, you've been touring kind of the late 90s, early 2000s, took a break,
Yeah.
had some Uber Eats,
Yeah.
everything. Do you guys have a moment when you realize, oh, I can't do that anymore, whether it's jumping or anything? Everything still works.
I think that's the problem with getting older. Like you don't realise you sort of realise you're getting older because people keep telling you are, and parts of your body start falling off. But your mind is the same as it was when you were 23. See, it's a weird thing. Like when we've known each other since we were 14,
yeah.
and we've been best friends ever since that. And every year, like, oh bloody hell, we're 15 now. Can you believe it? Oh, can you imagine we're 18 now? You know, I remember saying to Mark in his back garden, shit, we're 17 this year. But we still think the same we did when we were 17, and I'm sure everybody else does. It's quite weird. It's your mind sort of plays tricks, and that's why bands like Rolling Stones continue. They probably don't know. It probably feels the same. It just more aches and pains. But you look at Metallica doing that Metallica tour at the moment. It looks like the best I've ever seen Metallica.
Yeah.
He's looking after themselves and just getting on with it.
And it's like they do care, but you end up not caring about all that shit you used to worry about, you know. So just the passing of time and kind of enjoying the moment a bit more, perhaps, I think, you know.
But to be still doing this after how many years, at whatever level, is great. Even if he's playing in pubs, it'd be great just to hang out, you know.
So if things have just changed around you and everything stayed the same for you, especially from the professional side, is there anything that you would recommend to get fans back into venues? Venues all around the country, all around the world are closing down.
Yeah.
I know.
But musicians still want to keep on going. Fans want to keep on going, but sometimes it doesn't click together.
Well, in February we did the Independent Venue Week tour, which was amazing, and that was exactly for that reason, because so many like grassroots venues are being turned into posh coffee shops, and when that happens, that's it. Kids have nowhere to go and watch bands. So how do you get them to go? Well,
it's weird, isn't it? I think it is the whole ecosystem's different. So people aren't picking up guitars like they used to. People aren't playing drums now. They're becoming DJs, and it's just the way the world works, isn't it? Like dance music and being a DJ is seen to be more of a VIP thing, and VIP culture is bigger than ever because of Instagram and taking selfies and
when we used to buy a record, you had to wait for the record to come out, buy it, and then you owned it. You could look at artwork and all of that, and it's this digital thing. Music's kind of doesn't mean as much perhaps a lot of the time to people, because whereas we used to buy an album, we used to take albums round to each other to show each other the inside, the inner sleeves and all of that stuff. That's kind of track 7 on an album. Who listens to that now? You know,
it's just music feels like it's struggling because we're all involved in it, from a local venue perspective to, you know, to touring and festivals. But I think it's every sector. There's been a massive sea change in the way people consume and what audiences want now, and they don't necessarily want what we used to want. And it's a bit of a shame, but you've sort of almost got to go with it. This man can say more than anything.
The media's corrupting us.
Yeah, the media. Radio 1 corrupting us.
But then, festivals, there's so many festivals now, so I guess people are going to gigs.
Grassroots is healthy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just no one's got anywhere to play.
Look at Glastonbury, you know, it's like record numbers of people there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all healthy. It's just people are finding new ways to get out there and play. And then I think the biggest thing we find is like a venue these days, like an independent venue, to keep the doors open, they have to have loads of cover bands and tribute bands. So there's not that kind of influx of new bands coming through constantly. And it's difficult. But I think also at the same time, our expectations of what we wanted our band to be were probably, I don't know, slightly unreasonable, because everyone wants to be the biggest band in the world at that point. Now I think bands are just fine with playing and seeing what happens, and people don't have those delusions of grandeur anymore, because they realise that music is not the same as it was in terms of making it as a living, you know, and so it's
dip in and out of it now.
Yeah, people seem to, from what we found, is that there's less pressure on bands now. People just seem to enjoy playing rather than making a career out of it.
So how do we get the fans into the venues?
That's a tricky thing. I think if they wanted to come, they'd come. I think there's been a real sort of mindset change where people, I don't know, there's got other forms of entertainment. Like
there's so many good things on Netflix that it's why would you leave?
Netflix is the reason that's the devil.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Stranger Things to point a finger at someone, that's Netflix. Okay, I'll go with that. Thank you very much.
That is a good answer.
Yeah.
Okay, and as we said, you've been around for a while. Do you feel like the scene is becoming more welcoming for either different types of musicians, different types of fans, or do you still think that we need to do something to make people feel more safe and more welcome when they go and play or go and watch somebody else play?
I don't know.
Between different genders on the spectrum, different ethnicity, different everything.
Definitely, there's always work we can do there. I mean, from all levels of entertainment, from sport, from football, right through to music, that work should never stop, ever. You know, and I do feel like the political landscape, definitely in Britain and in the States, is going backwards, because so we've got to watch that and always be on the lookout, because you know.
What's your tip as a musician, as a fan, to help people feel more welcome and more safe?
Come to an A gig, because our music is. There's no barriers.
Oh, there's no. And bring sweets. Bring sweets.
Bring sweets.
Yeah, like you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring Haribo.
And you supply bubble wrap as well to make sure everyone's
exactly,
safe.
Yeah.
No, I think hopefully, you know, we've become a more of a caring generation.
Yeah.
I think our kids' generation will be way more tolerant and caring of others than ours is.
Because our kids are great. So
it's our generation, honestly, and the generation slightly above us that are fucking it up. It's not our kids.
They fingers shooting at everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Netflix
you wait.
and your generation. Yeah.
You wait till you play Cheeky Monkey.
Yeah.
That song will answer all the questions.
No, I think we're in good hands for the next generation. We're a lot more tolerant of people's wishes and beliefs and sexuality than certainly our generation and the one that went before it. So quite positive.
So on that positive note, what's in the future of A? We said that there's some songs. Can we get a date? Can we get a name? EP, album?
I'd like to say yes, but no. We've got this tour to do in November, and then I think we're going to hopefully play a couple of songs on that, and then we're going to look at recording after that. So, and then I think we've got to discuss it, but I think the idea will be then to do a proper record, and then tour again. Yeah.
Sounds great. Anything else you want to add to fans and listeners before we say goodbye?
Look after your teeth. I mean, I really have screwed my teeth up. And you get to a certain age, you think, we're not getting those back.
Yeah. Once they're gone, they're gone.
They're gone.
Which is a metaphor for.
That could be the name of our next album.
When it's gone, it's gone.
Okay, some memorable words
Yeah.
from Abe?
Oh, yeah,
Thank
seriously,
you.
do look after your teeth.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thank you, mate.